Hey everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter. Today, I have a yarn to tell. Well, about yarn. Let's go thrifting. A few days ago, while I was walking through one of the thrift stores, I saw a bag of random skeins of yarn. This is a skein. I think it was about 8 skeins for about $7. So I thought, well, why not? Some of it's wool. I can see if it's worth reselling. I've heard for a long time things that I've read or seen on YouTube that selling yarn could be profitable. There's yarn that sells for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Not the yarn I picked up, mind you, but there are yarns out there that do sell very well and are very profitable. So I'm kind of doing this as a little bit of a test, honestly. I bought the bag of yarn for $7 thinking, you know, maybe I can make a little bit off of it. I saw after I opened it that there were 2 acrylic yarns, but these are from a store that's been out of business since I think the 70s. It's Caldor. Do you remember that name? Isn't that crazy? Caldor. These are Orlon Sayel in Glamour White. Isn't that fabulous? And there's only 2 of them. So the thing is, you probably want more than a pair if someone's gonna make something out of it, right? I'm hoping that someone wants these. They're in my eBay store already. I don't know if they're gonna sell. But like I said, I'm kind of like testing the waters on things that I've heard before that may sell well. And what I have noticed in my research is that lots of skeins, so multiple skeins of the same color are, I hit my cat with this one. Sorry. Multiple skeins of the same color and the same dye lot will sell better than probably a single one. So I have 2 pairs and then a single aqua and a single Lopi Icelandic wool. This one's probably seen better days, but it's still one skein. It had never been used as far as I can tell. As I dove down the rabbit hole of research, I found some amazing sales in the yarn category. So let's check them out. The first category in yarn I looked at was merino wool. And I found this one, which is a Madeline Tosh merino light yarn. Looks like there were 5 skeins that sold for $90. The next one I found are 3 skeins of hedgehog fibers. And this one sold for $100. So is hedgehog fur a thing? Because that kind of seems a little weird to me. I don't know if that's real or not. Anyway, I'm learning a little too much, more than I want to know about yarn. The next one I found is a lot of 5 La Jolla Malabrigo Rios Blue Moon Merino wool. Sounds like a lot of 5 skeins is probably the number where you can actually make something. Not a lot of 2 that I have a lot of. So this one sold for $110. Not bad. Someone in the knitting world needs to leave a comment below about these hedgehog fibers, because this one is another one that just came up. 5 skeins of hedgehog fibers, skinny singles yarn, $130 it sold for. So yeah, what's up with the hedgehog fibers? This next lot actually doesn't tell me how many are in the lot, but it looks like there's 6, I'm not sure. This sold for $189. They're Madeline Tosh, 100% superwash merino wool, color is farmhouse white. So it looks like, yeah, $189 is not bad for 6 rolls of yarn. This last one in the merino wool category is a lot of 24 skeins, and they're called Madeline Tosh, Plucky Knitter, and Black Trillium. I think these might be the colors, I'm not sure. Is someone pulling the wool over my eyes? Because this lot sold for $295. I mean, seriously, for 24 skeins of Madeline Tosh yarn. Not a bad sale. So in the silk category, I found quite a few that sell for very high prices. The one brand that keeps coming up is Noro. It's a Japanese silk yarn. This Noro silk was a bag of 10 skeins that sold for $80. Here's another bag of 10 Noro silk mohair blend, and it sold for $119. The next one is a lot of 41 skeins of yarn, and mostly Noro. This one sold for $325. Now this color is gorgeous. I just think this is such a pretty color. Pearl Soho Cashmere Merino Bloom yarn, a lot of 8, sold for $300. So these blends also I'm noticing, silk blend with merino wool or cashmere, things like that. Keep an eye out for those kinds of yarns. Now this one is another blend. It's 75% merino wool and 25% cashmere, and it sold for $344 for a lot of 8 in Lavender Moon, which is a gorgeous color. That's really pretty. I think I would wear that one. Okay, so I've saved the most expensive for last, and I found that a lot of these were special orders. This Persian yarn, a 1/4 pound, that sold for $900, and a special tech listing, don't know what that is, but that sold for $913. And then 2 that were benefiting charity. One is 20 skeins of Noro Corian mixed colorways that sold for $8,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $8,000. And another one of 10 Noro 100% wool yarn that also sold for $8,000. Again, I know those 2 benefit charity, but it seems a little high for me for saying I want yarn for $8,000. Thinking, is there money laundering going on in the yarn world? There possibly could be. I'm not sure. There's a lot to look at in different knitting yarns, and so I put an article below from Martha Stewart Living, a guide to knitting yarn types, weights, and how to choose it. That'll give you some more information to look out for when you happen to see yarn. If you're not a knitter, but you want to resell the yarn, it's good to know a little bit more about it. So check out that article below, and I hope this helped. Thanks for watching Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this video, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. And don't forget, I've got a newsletter. Treasure Hunt Times is in the link below. Check it out. Once weekly, it's free, and it'll keep you up to date in the world of reselling, thrifting, and detectorists as well. Keep on thrifting.